Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be setting up the month of January in my agenda planner. We'll decorate all the monthly pages in a fun and colorful theme, so come play with me. And I've got these mod liners here ready to go, along with these PET tape stickers, this washi wall roll, along with a thin washi, some overlay ink stickers, this Happy Planner sticker book, and this Live Love Posh sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay guys, so I am going to lay down some wax paper to get started on the first spread of the month. I am changing things up, so if you guys have been watching my channel for a while but didn't catch my lineup or setup videos, my agenda planner is going to look a little different this year. I decided not to do a 2-page monthly spread this time around to save some room for my goal setting area, which you'll see in a bit. So this is now my monthly spread, if you will. It's got to have all of my events, appointments, and things to do on the right-hand page. And then I'll also have a task list for the entire month on the left with some habits. So right now I've just cut out a couple of swatches from that washi tape roll that's like a large washi but not die cut. So in order to get what I wanted, I kind of had to cut out those pieces in the right color scheme. But I really love watercolor splotches and just think that those add so much dimension, especially with florals. So I wanted to try to mix those in with these Live Love Posh florals I'll be pulling from her winter sticker book. I just picked up her Luxe Winter sticker book over the Black Friday sale, or I think that was her thankful sale, and got that along with a few other ones that I'm excited to have in my stash for 2025. So I was just looking through it. It's a lot of really pretty florals. I wanted something that had a wintry vibe to it, but wasn't overly, blue, I guess, because I did do a couple of blue spreads already for my monthlies, and I didn't want the whole planner to just be in the blues. I wanted something a little more bright and cheerful, so I decided on these. I think they are poinsettias, but in pink, and I really like that they had more of like an evergreen foliage thing going on around them. So it still makes you think of winter, but has a little bit of a brighter tone to it. So with those florals, I'm matching up some pink branchy PET stickers that I got. I think this is the set from Journal Say. So I'll link everything that I am using here down below in the description if you are looking for specific items that you see me using here. I decided to also pair this up with some larger quotes and found that the Celestial, I think Elegance is the name of that sticker book, had some pretty nice large quotes that kind of went with the vibe, that were a little bit more geared towards maybe like New Year, fresh start kind of ideas. That's what I was thinking. So I'm going to try to add those in as well. I've started laying in some of the stickers already. I'm going to white out some of the empty days and also just the areas behind where those stickers are going to be on the spread, just to give a little bit of a cleaner look since they are transparent to some extent. As that dries, I'll go ahead and lay in the other areas. I'm not doing too much decor. I'm doing enough to where I feel like each spread is designed, but I'm not going to go overboard with decor this first month till I really figure out how much of the space I need on each page. Sometimes I get a little overzealous and then find that something isn't going to end up being very functional after the fact. So I'm just trying to be a little more conservative with how much room I'm taking up with decor. I've also added in a little bit of highlighting in the habit tracker area. I pulled a soft pink and a green tone, more of like an olive green, to go with the color scheme. And then the thin washi is actually from the Happy Planner, and that is in a pretty bright pink. I probably would have liked it to be a little less bright, but I think it works. It adds a bit of color to the spread without taking up too much space. So I do like the addition of the pink, but it's definitely a fairly bold tone and draws your attention. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to do for that first spread. Let's move on to the next spread, which is my goals and tasks spread. This is an insert in my shop, and last year I kind of altered it, customized it a bit to match up with the page you just saw on the left on the previous spread. But this year I'm going to use it in its entirety with both the goals and the tasks side by side. I decided on that just to help me be a little more productive with my time and my goals this year. I felt like the year that I did do that, which was the previous year, I was a little bit more successful with completing my goals. So we're going to go back to that and just see if it helps me cross the finish line with some of those goals I have. So to do that, I'm again just going to try to lay in some decor, but not go too crazy. These two pages in particular definitely have a lot of content. I write in my goals basically and the tasks needed to complete them on the left-handed page in each of those 4 boxes. And then I also write tasks here on the right-sided page. So there's plenty of need for space to write functionally in this spread. So like I said, I'm going to try to keep the decor minimal, but make it cute. So I am dropping in some more of those branchy elements from the PET sticker roll. I was going to use some of the green, but I feel like the green just is going to add a little too much, and I feel like this is better suited with more of the pink branches than anything else. I am adding in some of the evergreen branches from the Live Love Posh sticker book to add a bit more green in some areas, and even a few branches of berries or random foliage that helps beef up these clusters. I am going to need a few functional items on this spread too, like some colorful boxes. And I'm so used to doing now the monthly goals on the right-sided page, I went ahead and laid down a box and then realized that was the wrong page for that. So I decided to go ahead and just start moving the stickers over and then go back after and add in the functionality stickers afterwards. So we'll start by laying in this top cluster here. And again, I'm going to use my white pen to just clean up some of the darker lines behind where the stickers are going to sit. Just let that dry a second and then drop in the stickers. You can see I'm really keeping things fairly minimal in the areas near functional space so that, again, it doesn't take up the space I need to write and makes things difficult later down the road. That's another reason why I pulled this thin washi, because I thought it might be an easier way to add a bit more color without sacrificing a lot of space. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that up on the tasks area. Trim off the excess on the page edges. Trying to save anything that I think I might be able to reuse, even that corner piece there that's a little bit awkward now that I've cut it down. But I may be able to pull in some of the features from that sticker later on. So I'm going to pull in some of these functional boxes now. I do usually label each of my goals with their particular category from my vision board. I'll use these stickers sideways here next to the boxes for that reason. And I'm just going to pull the colors that sort of correspond with the clusters on the spread. So mainly the pinks, and then I'm going to even pull in a green one just to round out the colors. And I'll add in a matching checklist sticker for each. And so above those, I have space to put in the goal, and then the checklist will be where I actually break the goal down into milestones or various tasks needed to complete the goal. And I haven't added in a quote sticker yet, so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to add in. I think that "Don't give up" would have been nice, but it's just a little too large. So we're going to try to fit in this "Be Brave" sticker. And it is also a little bit oversized. I have a fairly large B and doesn't seem like it's going to fit, but I'm going to steal a smaller B from another quote and make it work. Let's go ahead and move on to the last spread we'll be setting up this month, which is my social media spread. And you can see I style everything in the same theme as far as the monthly pages. That just makes my life a lot simpler so that the whole month kind of has a vibe to it, and I also can set it all up at once. I do something similar with my faith planner, except for I do the weeklies as well. But I do like to do individual weeklies on my agenda planner and on my health planner, so I can keep it a little more interesting there. But the monthly pages, having those all set up and decorated right from the start of the month is so helpful. So I go ahead and do that, and I just stick with one theme, kind of match it all up and carry that throughout all of the pages. And you can see I'm basically building them all the same way, each little cluster, kind of sticking with groups of 3 on each spread, with one on the bottom, one on the side, and one on the top, usually in some kind of relationship that feels more like a triangle. And then I am adding that background washi to a few of them, adding in some extra elements like the little branches and extra foliage from the sticker book. And then I'll probably pull in a quote as well, and some of that washi tape in the thin pink roll I have. And that pretty much kind of ties every page of the monthly spreads together and keeps that cohesive look going throughout the month. So just trying to figure out where I want to place the third cluster here. This spread, if I haven't mentioned, is my social media spread. I use this to track my subscribers and my followers on Instagram and YouTube. They're on the left. And then I also have a place down below for some monthly stat tracking and weekly tasks related to social media to keep track of, more like a habit tracker. And then on the right-handed page, I do my social media schedule. And there I track the videos I plan to do on YouTube, as well as the posts I will be putting up on Instagram. And this spread in particular is a custom spread. There are similar pages available in my shop, just as plain single page months, but as is, this is a custom spread. I can do custom spreads for anything that I have in my shop, or even from scratch if need be. Just know that if you are interested in that, you can reach out to me on Etsy and I can quote you for the items you want customized on your pages. And okay, so I moved over the first cluster, and since it was dividing the pages, I went ahead and separated out the pages. I'm going to move on to this top cluster here. I'm going to place that in 2 parts just to make sure everything's nice and aligned to the edge. I'm also going to white out a little bit more in the monthly, just so I can fit in some of this decor on the side without it touching those black lines. That is a little bit tight for that monthly spread, but I don't think I usually have too much going on to post on Saturday, so shouldn't be an issue. I still have plenty of room to write stuff in. And I've added in some of the thin pink washi. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that highlighter as well, just to carry those colors through. And here I'm going to place bullet points on each day for the social stats area, as well as highlight the days where I'll be posting videos, and then I will write in my scheduled videos there once I figure this all out. A lot of times you won't see me set up this page, mainly because I like to plan ahead and kind of have an idea of what's coming up. But since I've been doing Planmas, I've forgotten about what I need to do in January. I need a little time to regroup and figure things out. I was thinking I was done, ready to put this in my planner, but totally forgot that I have a bunch of stickers covering holes on these spreads. So I'm just going to quickly clean those out with my precision cutter and my little Daiso cutting mat there. There definitely were a lot of holes. I didn't realize how many I had to clean out. So this took me a minute to get situated. So just bear with me. I would use my Happy Planner punch, but I've come to the realization that I just need to get a new one because mine is so frustrating, I guess would be the best way to put it. It just never works unless it's just completely thin, flat paper. I don't trust it to do spreads that I've already designed and feel like I need to just go out and buy myself a new one. I'm hoping to get something that works a little bit better, but I just need to go and actually buy one. Anywho, just going to finish cleaning out these holes, and once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.